Chinese monk, I-tsing, stayed at Nalanda for a decade. He has left behind detailed description of the campus of Nalanda Mahavihara. According to him, the entire Nalanda campus was highly pleasing to the eye. There were 10 large water pools on the campus that looked deep translucent. Blue lotus flowers bloomed in the water. The water ponds were surrounded by trees, adorned with flowers of red color. There were many mango groves around the campus that provided shaded areas. The square-shaped three-storied monasteries, built with red bricks, accommodated 9 apartments along each face of a story. A full-sized window stretching to the ceiling was provided for each apartment. There were long verandas and galleries in front of all apartments. Lower-story ceilings were provided with overhanging stone plates supported at the other end on stone pillars. The monastery roofs were covered with tiles that reflected the sunlight. Senior monks were allotted apartments in 4 corners of a monastery. All apartments had single-pane doors, as no secret activity was ever allowed. Beautiful decoration was provided on balustrades and staircases. Projecting out brackets, supporting top-floor roof, were carved with figures of dragons and colored eaves. The curriculum of the Mahavihara was very exhaustive and embraced all subjects, Buddhist as well as non-Buddhist, Mahayana as well as Hinayana. Learning of Sanskrit grammar or Shabda Vidya was the essential basis for Buddhist as well as Hindu students, as thorough knowledge of Sanskrit was required to study any Buddhist or Vedic books. Over the centuries, many famous teachers taught at Nalanda. The list of names includes Nagarjuna, Vasubandhu, Dinaga, Padma Saibhav, Shant Rakshita, Arya Deva, Rahul Bhadra, Asang, Jaya Dev, Chandra Kirti, Dharma Pala, Guna Mati, Steer Mati, Prabha Mitra and Ratna Sinha. There were libraries housed in 3 splendid buildings, where a large collection of manuscripts on various subjects in various languages was stored up. These were appropriately known as Ratna Sagar, Ratna Dadhi and Ratna Ranjik. I-tsing writes that he himself had collected during his stay at Nalanda some 400 Sanskrit texts, amounting to 500,000 verses. In 8th century, Nalanda Mahavihara had 8 halls and 300 apartments. The number of priests then exceeded 3,000, so it was difficult even to assemble so many together in one place. It was believed in Nalanda that a monk's life should be like an open book and hidden things were just not allowed. A strict protocol was followed at Nalanda for saluting or bowing to each other and to an assembly of priests, according to the seniority of the monk. Venerable and learned priests of the Nalanda monastery rode in sedan chairs, but never on horseback. Famous Chinese monk, Shan Zhang, lived in Nalanda for 5 long years. He was known in Nalanda as Moksha Dev. Starting with Panini's grammar, consisting of 8,000 verses, he soon acquired a mastery over Sanskrit. He then switched over to study of other Buddhist and Hindu texts. Within a few years he became so proficient that he was requested by the Mahavihara management to join the faculty. Today, a memorial built with Chinese assistance stands in Nalanda to honor this great scholar. Curiously enough, a large idol of Shakyamuni Buddha, sculptured from rock, has probably survived the destruction of Nalanda. This idol, dated from Gupta period or from 5th century, survives in a small temple located north of northern boundary wall of Mahavihara. The access to this temple, situated in Nalanda village, is in a roundabout way. It is known as Telia Baba amongst locals. It is customary to bath this idol in oil and is probably the reason for its black color. This glorious institution with its immense collection of books and manuscripts came to a sudden end that was tragic and sad. In 1195 CA, Bakhtiyar Khilji, a Turkic commander in service with the state of Awadh, walked on the Mahavihara with his large army. In spite of pleadings by the faculty and monks, he decided to destroy the campus by burning it. So intense was the fire that in a few places even the bricks in the wall melted. It is believed that the libraries were burning for many number of days. The iconoclasts won their day as they had managed to destroy, in Nalanda, one more symbol of India's glorious cultural heritage and past. Perhaps even more devastating was the loss of books and manuscripts, which took away knowledge accumulated by India's past scholars over centuries. A situation from which India would never recover. Even today, only way of accessing many of our ancient scriptures is to refer to their imperfect translations, done in Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bhutan and even China. To end this story, it can be said that for every person who loves India and Indian culture, a visit to Nalanda ruins is a reminder that Indian values and culture cannot be taken for granted forever. They need to be safeguarded, whatever may be the cost.